So if you just bought a Tesla, stop right here. There are 11 things that you must know right now, or you're using this car completely wrong. These are basics that Tesla never explains, and missing one of them can cost you money, range, or honestly straight up embarrassment. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that you want to know is switching your car between miles and percentage. And in order to toggle between miles and percentage, you see right here beside the battery, you're going to have the percentage mark. And I'm just going to tap right there. Now you see it's going over to miles. And if you want to go back to percentage, I'm just going to tap it again and it's going to go back to percentage. But personally, I like to keep mine on percentage. Think about it like this. Percentage is reality and the miles is pretty much an estimate because anything can affect the miles. But the percentage is where the battery is at the current moment. And if range anxiety stresses you out, use percentage. And also you want to make sure that you're setting your daily charge limit correctly. So you want to go over to your charging menu. I'm going to go to the menu here and I'm going to click where it says charging, or I'm going to show you an easier way to do it real quick. If you come over here on your battery and just click on the battery, it's going to open up the same menu. And for most cars, it is recommended up to 80% for your daily drive, between 80 and 90%. But this is all depending on your battery configuration as well. So yours may say something different. And the cool thing is you can also schedule charging at this particular location. And just know that charging to 100% is not the best idea because this will waste your battery. Well, it will deteriorate your battery faster than just say the 80 to 90% range. And not many people are telling you to use scheduled departure. And this preconditions both the battery and the cabin automatically. So I'm going to come over here where it says schedule. So we're going to go right there where it says schedule. And right here, you see where it says precondition. You can schedule, like if you want to repeat it throughout the week, like what time are you going to leave? You can select the day right there. And this way, it will give you better range, comfort, especially in the cold weather. And I would say learn car wash mode before you need it, because when you put your car in car wash mode, it's going to prevent auto part, it's going to disable your auto wipers, your charge port opening, and anything else that you can think of that's going to cause chaos whenever you're going through a car wash tunnel. Now, there are a lot of ways to get to car wash mode, but the simplest way is on your menu. You can see right here, it says car wash mode, and I'm going to enter that. And everything that I just talked about is right here, plus a little bit more. And you can fold your mirrors and you can clean your screen here as well. And this is most important, especially if you're going through one of the tunnels that's going to pull the car. If you put your car in drive, and I'm going to press my brake, and I am going to enable free roll. And from here, the mirror is folded. I'm going to take my foot off the brake right now and watch this. I'm rolling backwards. Oh my goodness. It's going to put your car into neutral as well, because the last thing you want to do is to get in one of the tunnels that's pulling your car and your car is not in neutral. You might damage something. And yes, your Tesla also has an emergency brake. In order to enable your emergency brake, you're just going to come over here on your drive stock and press it in maybe for a second or two. Now the indication is right here. And that's something that I truly believe that you should know how to use the manual brake, even if you never really use it. Now, we already know that Teslas are safe cars. And one of the easiest and most effective security measures that Tesla gives you is PIN to drive. And in order to activate a PIN number in order to drive your car, I'm just going to come over here to the control menu, come down to safety, and from safety, I'm going to scroll down to where you see PIN to drive. And from here, I'm just going to toggle that on. I'm going to put in my PIN real quick. Now, anytime that I get in my car, even if I have my phone on me or someone else get inside of the car, before they can go somewhere, I'm going to put my foot on the brake, ready to go. It's going to give me the screen here to enter my PIN in order to drive. So that's just an added layer of security. And just know that your Sentry Mode is not always on. I had to learn this the hard way. And if you have an event whenever you're driving, all you really have to do, you see the little circle here beside my name, I'm going to press that. It turned red, now it is saving. Or you can also use the left scroll wheel by coming over here to the menu, and I am going to go where it says Display. In Display, we're going to go where it says Scroll Wheel Functions, and you can actually set it for your dash cam, and it's right here, Save Dash Cam. And if you do it with your scroll wheel, anytime that you press that scroll wheel, it's going to save the dash cam footage. Or under your safety menu here, you have all of your sensory things. So right now I have mine set on auto. You can have it set to start your dash cam recording whenever you honk, or manual, or you can turn it off altogether. And you do have sensory sound. So all of your sensory information would be found under safety. And every Tesla has a manual release. Know where it is, know how to use it, and also show your passengers where it is in case of an emergency. Because if the car loses power, electronics don't matter. And in the front, you will find your manual release. Like, these are the window buttons. Your manual release is right there. You will just pull it up and it will open the door manually. And in the back seat, it's a little bit more complicated. However, here in the door, you're going to have to fill this up, and you see this box right here. There's a string under there, but you will need like a flathead screwdriver or something to peel that up. Then there's a string and you pull it. And honestly, before doing all of that, I always just told my kids, if they can't get to that, just crawl over the front seat and just crawl out that way, that it may actually be easier. And you should never just drive to the Supercharger. You should always navigate to the Supercharger, even if you know where the Supercharger is, because the navigation will tell the car when to start preconditioning the battery, which means faster charging. And in order to navigate to the Supercharger, just click on the charging icon and all of your Superchargers will come right up, and just pick the Supercharger that you want to navigate to and it will begin to take you there. And it's cold today, so you can see that it's already starting to precondition the battery for fast charging. But if you're on a road trip, it will begin to precondition the battery at the right time. So it's not going to precondition the battery the entire trip, just whenever you start getting closer to the charger, and it will take into account the temperature outside, the wind, all of the elements, and that way you get the best charging speeds. And Tesla also has an energy app. They don't tell you about it, but the energy app can save you money and also save you range and give you tips on how to conserve your energy. Hopefully you can see it. I know I'm working with a glare today, but this is your energy app right here. And with the energy app, it will tell you all of the data. If the car, whenever it's driving, like where the percentages is going, if the car is in park, if you want to know like where is the energy going, and this is since my last charge, or you can do it since your last drive, your consumption over the last 10, 100, 200 miles. And it's telling me my projected range right here based off of live conditions. So if you have a few minutes, dive into the energy app. You can learn so much about your driving and where the energy is going inside of the car. And instead of going into your menu all the time about every little thing on your car, you can also tap into your Tesla's voice commands. This is a way that you can, by your voice, control your navigation. You can control Sentry Mode, your climate, so much more. And all of this is simply by talking to the car. And most owners never use this feature. I'm not sure why, because it is so convenient. And the only thing that you want to do in order to activate your voice command is coming over here to your right scroll wheel, and you just press it one time and tell the car what you want it to do. Open the trunk. And you can see behind me, now the trunk is opening. So you can know more voice commands that you can use every single day by clicking the top video right over there, and the other video, all things that you need to know about your money and your Tesla, and I will see you in the next video.